I decided to insulate the kiln with Rockwool. So I'll be using R23 bats on the walls and R30 bats on the ceiling. And they'll all be 24-inch wide bats. Alright, so thinking I'm going to do a little insulation work. It's a pretty small building. And I don't have all of it here. I've got the rest over in the pole barn. But it's ready. I've got some time. So I'm going to start throwing bats in. Okay, I'm ready for round 2. And I'll probably leave out these 2 bays. At least that last one, so that I can do the sawmill wiring. All right, that'll do it. Okay, well, I got some sheets up. Let me throw a few more up before calling it a day. See if it fits. So I'm going to cut some strips of this blueskin to tape the plywood in there. That'll help keep moisture from going into the walls, but it'll also let the moisture come back out if it does. Really wish my blades had gotten here today, but okay, this will have to do. Found the last one. I'm going to throw in this plywood, nail it all off, and then I probably should have done this from the start, but I'm going to go ahead and primer all the seams first, and then I'm going to tape. Okay, there's all the sheeting done, except for this piece, which I got to do a little electrical first, and then I can button it up. Now I'm going to prime all the seams. Alright, good morning. Got all the primer on yesterday. Stuff seems to be sticking pretty well, but my feeling is that with the wind blowing in here and a constant change in humidity and temperature, that I'm regretting not primering all the seams. But what I can do instead is I'm going to take the blueskin, or I'm going to take the proper sealant that's supposed to go in here, and I'm going to hit all the edges. So it won't take long. Just hit all the edges and then quick trowel, and that way they'll be locked down good, and it'll be even better than the primer. But that way the hottest area that's got the most, at least the hottest area that's got the most pressure on it, has got the primer. So in any case, I think this will work out pretty well. It'll let the walls still breathe pretty naturally, but also kind of keep excess needless moisture out of there that isn't, because the fan's going to be blowing right against this wall like a wind tunnel. Alright, I'm going to stop yakking and get to work. Okay, I'm gonna caulk all the edges with this Henry 212. So top and bottom. But I'm gonna have to roll some of it. But I've also got to set up my little scaffolding, and then I'm gonna get this done. So these last shots are actually from about a year later after the kiln has been in use. And it's just to show you how the edges have held up. And also just to show you an up-close view of the caulked edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just throw a bead on there and trowel it, or you can even use your fingers, but the little putty knife works really well. Oh, I actually forgot I missed a spot here. I must have been out of tape. Another thing I noticed was that the primer didn't seem to help much. In fact, I had more peeled edges with the tape that was on the primered stuff than the non-primered. Not much, but just enough to be noticeable. This was before putting the sealant on the edges, of course. Oh, there's a spot. There's a spot that bubbled up. But just thought I'd mention that. It's probably not worth much, but I would have thought that the primer would have really worked well, but it didn't seem to make much difference.